So I saw this use of AI avatars in the recruitment and hiring process, and I actually think it's a good idea, but not for the reasons you think. But let's watch it first.
Hi there, I'm an AI recruiter. How are you today? Let's begin with a few technical questions. First, can you tell me about your most recent experience working with PHP? What kind of projects were you involved in? And what challenges?
Sure, I was making a website builder using PHP and Google Sheets API. It allows users create websites from Google Sheets. I was using vanilla PHP without any frameworks.
That sounds like an interesting project. Working with vanilla PHP and integrating the Google Sheets API must have presented some challenges. What difficulties did you encounter while developing this project, and how did you overcome them?
Google Sheets API was changing constantly, so I need to keep up to date all the code and react on all the changes pretty fast to make sure old versions are migrated, and I'm keep using the latest version for all new users.
It can definitely be tricky when APIs update frequently. It's great that you managed to keep everything up to date for new users.
So what you just saw is HeyGen's new interactive avatars that you can send in your place and in their words to attend thousands of meetings at the same time. So imagine being triple, quadruple booked. No problems. You just send your interactive AI avatar. They demonstrated various use cases from sales, marketing, even therapist, but the one I want to zero in on is the recruitment process. My original thought was that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Why would anyone do this? But then I saw Armand Ruiz from IBM comment on the video post that you saw above, and it got me thinking, and his argument actually made a little bit more sense. So let me take you through it. So most companies use this tool called an ATS, or Applicant Tracking System, as part of their recruitment process. So it does a lot of things like create job descriptions, schedule interviews, create offer letters, but the one I want to focus on is their scanning resume feature. So most job postings get hundreds, if not thousands of applications, and there's no way it's possible for recruiters or the company to actually go through in detail every single application. So these ATS systems look for keywords and phrases in the application that match their job description, kind of like a search engine. This allows employers to quickly and easily filter through the thousands or hundreds of applications. Makes sense because as someone who's posted many jobs before, half of those applications are usually not even qualified for the position. But the ATS system isn't perfect. If the application doesn't contain the specific keywords or phrases or has typos, then that application will get thrown out. And sometimes you're going to miss pretty good candidates because of these little mistakes. And then you get the dreaded automated rejection letter, which we've all received before. And this is what makes applying for jobs both confusing and frustrating. You think you're the perfect candidate, you've created an awesome application, it matches the job description, your experience matches it very well, and then you get an automated rejection letter and you can't understand why. And all it could be is because you may have missed some phrases or keywords that the ATS system was looking for and you said it a different way. So bringing it back to AI, an AI avatar could interview you instead of an ATS system going through your application, therefore allowing you to provide more context instead of trying to stuff keywords and phrases into your CV and cover letter. On the employer side, it could be more helpful in the initial screening of applicants and the better chance that qualified candidates won't get thrown out by your ATS system. Obviously, there's some downsides to this, including potential technical glitches during the interview, higher costs to set up, and privacy and ethical concerns. The one I hear the most is that these AI avatars lack a human element, but that's what those real interviews are for, not the initial screening process. These screening interviews by AI avatars are no different, or I would say better than those automated phone interviews that some companies employ. I would argue instead of an ATS system with a chance of throwing your application out because you don't include the right keyword phrases or specific titles that they're looking for, wouldn't it better to do an initial screening with an AI avatar that you can provide more context to. Anyway, what do you think? Would an interview with an AI avatar be better for the initial screening process than an ATS system reviewing the application? Or it could be a combination of the two.